have the pleasure of introducing someone who, actually, fun fact. So Pha'Tal is about to come up here, but fun fact about Pha'Tal. April 24th in the city of Chicago is Pha'Tal Day. So he literally just celebrated his own holiday in the city of Chicago. All right, give it up for that. It's not too many people who have days in Chicago, right? So that's amazing. And I also hear around Inglewood, they call him the Peace King. So we want to give it up for Pha'Tal Perkins, who is the executive director of Think Outside the Block, and his coaches are Jennifer Coyne and Garrison Phillips. Let's give it up for Pha'Tal from Think Outside the Block.
Chicago!
One thought, one vision, one mission. One thought, one vision, one mission. Think outside the block. Think outside the block and survive.
How y'all feeling? Before I get started, I just want to give a special shout out and acknowledgement to my beautiful daughter who turned 7 today. I just want to say I appreciate you for allowing me to work on your birthday. Can everybody please tell my daughter Patience happy birthday? Thank y'all. I was born, raised, and to this day reside in the greater Inglewood community. Raised by a single mother without a positive male figure present, I'm the oldest of 3. By the time I began my freshman year at Simeon, there were adult decisions I had to make when I should have been enjoying my years as an adolescent. I've witnessed peers of mine get shot and killed right in front of me, receive no counseling, but still was expected to get up every day, go to school, get good grades, be a star athlete, and a man of the house, all while navigating the neighborhood where being a part of a street organization wasn't a choice, but rather a matter of survival. By the time I graduated high school, I was raising my son and had already buried 9 of my peers. 7 were murdered and 2 died by suicide. I've experienced drive-by shootings, police brutality, brawls, and being jumped for walking through parts of the neighborhood I wasn't from nor welcome. Y'all want to know what the problem with my story is? It isn't unique. There's roughly 37,000 men between the ages of 18 and 64 in Inglewood alone with similar stories, if not worse. And because of that, in 2016, I started Think Outside the Block in hopes that we could be the very support to young people that not only I needed, but deserved. Can you imagine being 15 years old trying to survive a winter in Chicago with 2 hoodies as a coat, no heat in your house, your mother more concerned with getting high than making sure you eat, and school being a second option in the morning because your first is trying to figure out how to survive the day? Can you imagine that? You can't, right? Unfortunately, my little homie T.Y. didn't have the luxury of just imagining that because that was his reality until he met me. Now he's back in school in better living conditions and doesn't have to worry about waking up every day in survival mode. We currently have 52 young people that work for Think Outside the Block, with an extensive waiting list that's continuously growing. These young people are trained to facilitate peace circles, provide peer-to-peer support, and create safe spaces in their communities that disrupt violence, such as Rolling Peace, which is our 8-mile bike ride through Inglewood According to 7th District Police, every time we've done this ride, there's been 0 complaints of any violent crimes in the district the day of the ride. And come June 14th, we'll be presenting Rolling Peace 11. We need $350,000 in order to sustain and expand our Peace Pusher initiative. It costs the Illinois Juvenile Detention Center nearly $90,000 to lock up one of our young people per year. It costs, think outside the block, less than 18% of that at $15,680 in order for them not to ever have to go, in order for them not to ever have to go or return there. We could save 11 young people with less than the amount of money it would take the Illinois Juvenile Detention Center to lock up 2. Let me ask y'all a question. When a seed grows into a flower but doesn't blossom, who's to blame? Do we blame the flower, the person that planted the seed, or its environment? The seeds that we've planted are in dire need of water, better soil, and more sun. Thank you.